I'm sorry to hear your skepticism, Sarah. You seem disappointed with the law and lawyers. I would like to convince you that law itself and lawyers are not as what you perceive, and studying law is fascinating and enjoyable because of its usefulness to society. As an introduction, I would like to tell you that the law serves many purposes and functions in society. I can identify to you 6 main principal purposes and functions as A. Keeping the peace in a country, shaping moral standards, promoting social justice, facilitating orderly change, providing a basis for compromise, and to help in facilitating a plan. The law, therefore, sets the benchmarks for acceptable behavior with an individual in dealing with others and society in general, without which chaos is likely to prevail. In order to implement these functions, there are 2 types of law. One, written law, being the most important source enacted by certain bodies like Parliament, and the unwritten law. I hasten to add, though unwritten law does not mean unwritten in that sense, but basically refers to laws not enacted by legislature. Even religions have their own laws for abidance. When dealing with observance of rituals, the Torah, the Bible, the Psalms, the Quran, Hindu scriptures, Buddhist scriptures et al., all detail rules to be followed. These may be arrangements with the Creator, God Himself, but nevertheless, these rules have been enjoined for preservation of morals and orderly conduct, not only amongst their congregations but also with others in society. This, I believe, is a good starting point to convince you as to why we need laws and rules of conduct. You will realize that society is a web relationship, and social change obviously means a change in the system of social relationship. When a social relationship is understood in terms of social processes and social interactions and social organizations. For example, the social structure of India prior to independence consisted of an immoral caste system that distinguished human beings as low and high caste of varying degrees, denying basic human rights to those classified as lower classes. This being a religious cultural system that had been in existence for a long time, it became necessary for the government to address this by legal means, and caste segregation was illegalized by law and human rights restored. Therefore, you will see the importance of law and lawmaking to bring about an order and restoration of rights which a country's citizens have and deserve. Lawyers are not there just to write letters, as you surmise. They perform important functions in society. Chief Justice of New Jersey Arthur D. Vanderbilt is reported in the Law Journal as listing 5 functions of a lawyer as being a wise counselor to all manner of men and in the varied crisis of their lives when they most need disinterested advice. Next, he is a skilled advocate trained in the art of prosecuting and defending the legal rights of men both in the trial courts and on appeal. Advocacy is not a gift of the gods. In its trial as well as in its appellate aspects, it involves several distinct arts, each of which must be studied and mastered. The third task of the great lawyer is to do his part individually and as a member of the organized bar to improve his profession, the courts and the law. In a free society, every lawyer has a 4th responsibility, that of acting as an intelligent, unselfish leader of public opinion. Finally, every great lawyer must be prepared to answer the call for public service when it comes. These 5, counseling, advocacy, improving his profession, the courts and the law, leadership in modeling public opinion, and unselfish holding of public office, are the essential functions of the great lawyer. Hence, your skepticism as a lawyer being just a letter writer, greedy to earn money, has been fully refuted by the above views. I hope that you will now agree with me that law is not just a joke, and lawyers are not greedy jokers as perceived by you. Thank you.